Now, take a look at the coal stocks, coal companies. They've been on a lot of scrutiny this election cycle. Hillary Clinton, of course, wants to just put them out of business. Roll that tape again.
I'm the only candidate which has a policy about how to bring economic opportunity using clean, renewable energy as the key into coal country, because we're going to put a lot of coal miners and coal companies out of business.
Our next guest directly opposes that. He's taking his case against the EPA and their clean power plant to the federal court tomorrow. Joining us now, the Attorney General of West Virginia, Patrick Morrisey. Mr. Attorney General, welcome to the program, sir.
Hey, it's good to be on your program to talk about this important issue.
Yes, sir, it is important, because if you win, doesn't that collapse much of President Obama's energy policy?
It does, but it also restores the traditional role that states have had in setting their energy policy.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the single biggest cases that we're going to be seeing over the course of the next decade, and we're looking forward to having our day in court tomorrow.
Is your case based on the idea that the administration, the EPA, does not have the authority to do what it is trying to do?
It is, and let me take a moment and just outline some of our arguments. What the EPA has done here is really outrageous on many levels. It's a power grab of epic proportions. First, anytime you're looking to transform a sector the way the EPA is trying to transform the energy sector here, the courts will ensure that you look to Congress. Was there a clear statement? Was there a clear authorization? There absolutely was not here. The EPA is relying on a very little-known provision that's barely been used over 45 years to justify a complete retooling of the nation's energy sector. We don't think that's legal, and some of the tools that they're using are really not only in conflict with the statute, but with the Constitution as well. So we believe those are some of the reasons why we were able to get a stay at the U.S. Supreme Court in February. But now we have to go finish the job at the D.C. Circuit, although I do think this case may go back up to the U.S. Supreme Court in the future.
Is this all about climate change? Is the push for this kind of extraordinary environmental activity, it's all climate change, is it?
Well, I think if you were to ask the administration, they would say that that's what it's about. I believe this is really about the rule of law and whether a federal agency can engage in such a massive power grab without even the most bare or thin authorization from Congress. This is a situation where the administration and the EPA, they're trying to force coal operators to cross-subsidize other forms of energy. That's not what the Clean Air Act ever envisioned. And if the administration is successful, there's going to be so much power transformed nationally that currently resides to the state. So I would argue this is a legal fight as opposed to a fight over the particulars of climate change.
I don't want to get you off your turf here, but do you think if Donald Trump were the president, could you actually restore those coal mining jobs? I've got 20 seconds, that's all.
Sure. Look, I'm hopeful that there could be a rebound in the coal industry, and in my state of West Virginia, we need to make sure that some of those jobs come back. I don't know exactly how many will come back, but it'd be a heck of a lot better than if Hillary Clinton, unfortunately, gets elected president.
Fair point. Mr. Attorney General, from a beautiful state. I know West Virginia quite well, and it is truly beautiful. Love it.
It's a shining state in the mountains.
It's an emerald jewel. How about that one? You like that one? Mr. Attorney General, thank you very much for joining us, sir. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Sir.